First Peter tells us to brace up our minds for activity. Brace up means to be ready for activity. What kind of activity? Among other forms of activity, notice what Peter wrote a little later in his letter at 1 Peter 2, verse 9. You should declare abroad the excellencies of the one who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. In the first century, Christians were active in telling others the good news about Jesus Christ. We do the same today. We are active in the ministry, sharing the good news that Jesus is King in heaven, and we speak about the hope for all. Now, how does this sharing in this activity prepare us for the uncertainties of tomorrow? Talking to others about our hope for the future strengthens our own conviction and faith. This ministry keeps us focused, and we see the positive changes in those we teach. Sharing in this activity deepens our gratitude for being part of Jehovah's family. Has this gratitude motivated you to be active in the ministry? Maybe your circumstances even allow you to share in full-time service. By being active, you show Jehovah that His kingdom is the most important thing in your life.
The most important thing in your life. Jehovah's kingdom. Your beliefs as a Jehovah's Witness are the most important thing in your life. Not your family, not your kids, not your partner, not your parents. None of those things make it to the pinnacle of things that are important. What's most important is your religion. We just heard it there, said as plain as day. And thank you, by the way, Gajus Glockentin, for giving me so much material this month and for just saying it like it is. He's also there talking about the importance of being active. And that's another trick or another tool straight out of the cult playbook, is to keep your followers busy. The busier your followers are, the less time they will have to contemplate things and to see that they're being tricked and see that they're being fooled. This was why, by the way, during the COVID pandemic, Jehovah's Witnesses actually saw a dip in numbers. Because for the first time, they were stuck at home. They weren't able to be busy or active in the preaching work. They were having to go to their meetings via Zoom calls. They had a lot of time to think things through. And so for the first time in decades, the organization, at the end of, I think it was 2020, posted a negative in terms of the growth figures. That's how important being active is to the organization. When you're active, you're not able to think things through. And he alludes there as well to the fact that when you speak to others about your faith becomes stronger. And I can remember that. I can remember as a Jehovah's Witness feeling like, oh yeah, I'm telling this person what my beliefs should be. And just through the process of verbalizing my beliefs, they're becoming stronger. But that doesn't make them true. The fact that you're able to verbalize what beliefs you're supposed to have to somebody else as though you believe them, that doesn't make them true. And so the whole thing is just this elaborate web of control and manipulation. And Gajus Glockentin is just putting it all out on the table for everybody to see.